I am off on a grand adventure. I am heading to Paris, Illinois, to the Southfork Homestead Freedom Festival, where I am honored to be presenting not one, but two speeches. And even better, I get to go on this fabulous adventure with my mother. She is actually the best. She was a fabulous travel companion. I'm so glad that we got to have this special time together. So cute. You're so cute. We are spending the night in the absolutely stunning Davenport Hotel in Spokane, Washington, because that's where our first flight leaves from at an obscenely early hour in the morning.
Oh, that's the camera.
And we got to meet up with my best friend Gabriella, had fabulous dinner, and honestly, we partied way too hard. We stayed up way too late, but it was totally worth it. Good morning. We are on our way to the airport. We got a little email saying that there's construction at the airport. So it advised that we arrive 3 hours early, which is crazy because our flight starts boarding at 6. So if we went 3 hours early, we'd be there at 3 a.m., which seems excessive. So we are going to go early. We're going to be at the airport by 4:30 or 5 probably, which still seems really early, but hopefully we don't run into any problems there. And yeah, now it's time for socks and sandals. So we're the comfiest ever on the airplane. These are my favorite socks in the entire world. They're the thin socks, like everyday socks from Darn Tough. Darn Tough. You should sponsor me. I am one of those people that wakes up and has to have food. I cannot function on an empty stomach for very long. Are you team has to eat as soon as you wake up, or are you don't eat breakfast until 11, like intermittent fasting kind of people? I need to know. Let me know in the comments.
Just check it out. Thank you. No problem. Just want that email to you? Yes, please. And have a good day. Safe travels.
Getting up this early to travel isn't the most fun ever, but I have to admit it was really peaceful drive. There was almost no traffic, and we got to the airport just in time to catch the sunrise. And it was actually just a really beautiful, peaceful morning.
Yeah, there's that construction. I'm not seeing a lot of lighting for it. I know. I don't think that we're going to have a problem. That's where we are still going. I think we're going to be okay. What is it, like 4:30 a.m.? I think we're going to be okay. 4:49. 4:49, and we're at the airport. And it doesn't seem like it's packed. I think we're going to be okay. Beautiful mark. It is.
Step one of our journey is going to take us from Spokane, Washington to the city of Minneapolis. After a 2-hour pit stop in Minneapolis, where we grab some lunch, we head to Indianapolis, where we will then drive the rest of the way down into Illinois.
So we made it to Indianapolis, and now we gotta go get our car. Yes, that's what I would do. Wait, not white, right? Jokes. I know. You're so cute. I got to get away.
An hour and a half later, thankfully with no issues, it was so easy to get out of Indianapolis and down into Illinois. I'm not a city driver, so I was a tiny bit nervous. We made it to our hotel and we were just wiped, absolutely wiped from our traveling day. So we went straight to bed. It's the morning of the festival and we are getting ready to go. Got my badge and my wristband and we're just getting packed up and we're gonna hit the road and see if we can manage to not get lost.
If you need navigation from my phone, you might want
So now we have to go get snacks. Snacks. Now we gotta go find the venue.
All right.
Okay.
Both of these speeches are recorded in their entirety and are available currently only to members of the patient preservers community. Now, if you haven't heard of this community before, it's because it's brand stinking new. I just launched a private community for fellow preservation enthusiasts, somewhere way beyond the comment section where we can actually have two-way interactions and we can really connect and grow together. If that sounds like your cup of tea, check out the link in this video's description and you can find out more info on my website.
All right, we'll welcome everybody back to the second half of the Southfork Homestead Freedom Festival. Proud to introduce to you Cora Bao from, she's a potential patron trying to stop trying to do everything. So here we go.
Thank you.
Welcome her.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Cora, and I'm melting a little bit, but we're all doing okay, right? So this whole speech, as you guys can tell, I cannot do it all, and most of us can't. And for me, just admitting that to myself, coming to terms with that fact, was incredibly freeing, and I hope it can be for you too. I cannot be, and was never intended to be, an island to do and be everything for myself all of the time and be completely self-sufficient. It's just not the way that we were created. Now, before I get too far ahead of myself here, I want to start at the beginning of my story, give you guys a little bit of background. So I had a really wonderful head start in life. I am a second-generation homeschooler. I grew up with a big garden and a milk cow and making our own cheese and cooking everything from scratch. I had a really, really wonderful foundation. So when I grew up and entered into adulthood and said, hey, let's homeschool our kids and raise our own food and live as sustainably as we possibly can, it was not as intimidating for me as it is for so many folks who are starting out without any of that foundation. That was a huge gift, an incredible legacy left to me by parents who did not grow up that way themselves.
My parents were the first generation, and they put in that hard work to give me that head start. They came from homes with single working parents, and boxed dinners, no homesteading or farming culture at all. But they said that they wanted something different for their family, and so they started. They gave me that wonderful head start, and now I get to pass that on to my daughters as well. And that is what legacy looks like. Not perfection. They were not perfect, and neither am I. Not doing everything, but simply starting the work that gives somebody else a more stable place to begin, and doing the best with what you have in the season of life that you are in. Okay, back in our awesome hotel room after the first day of the Homestead Freedom Festival. It was an awesome day. It was definitely a little hot and sticky, but not unbearable. Tomorrow is supposed to be quite a bit warmer, actually, so I'm not really looking forward to the higher temperatures tomorrow, but we're gonna survive. We're gonna make it. They kept us very well watered all day. Overall, it was just a wonderful, wonderful day. I think my speech went really well. I got to meet so many great people, new and existing followers from the channel, and it was so amazing to get to see people in person and talk to them. Zach from the American Homestead was there. I got to catch up with him a little bit. Rachel Hester was right next to me, and that was wonderful. We've been internet friends for a while now, and so to get to meet her in person and chit chat all day was just so amazing. Jim and Joelle were there, and they were also lovely. Just too many people to even mention. It was such a wonderful day filled with just amazing people. I got to chat with and meet so many great people. Highlight of my day, there was also some really tasty ice cream and cider slushies and good food, good drinks. It was epic. Now I am exhausted and hot and a little sticky and maybe even a touch pink, maybe a little tiny bit sunburned, but definitely not lobster fried. Not a big deal. I am gonna go ahead and shower, get my jammies on, maybe do a quick little overview of my presentation for tomorrow, which is my meat curing demonstration, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait. There's always so many really good questions and interaction when I present those, so I'm really excited for tomorrow. So yeah, I think that's it for today, you guys. I'm gonna say goodnight. I'll see you tomorrow. We are getting ready for day 2 of the fantastic Homestead Freedom Festival. But first, we are going to need to go get some proper breakfast and coffee.
It's adorable.
I know, isn't it?
It is.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing?
I cannot even begin to express how frustrated I was with myself in this moment. This is why I don't wear white. You guys, you can't take me anywhere. I'm worse than my children, I swear.
Would recommend.
We got like maple syrup coffees
From the Gypsy Queen.
from the Gypsy Queen. And we're sharing a breakfast pizza and a delicious quiche. So our day is off to an awesome start.
We came into the Gypsy Queen this morning to get coffee, and it's an adorable coffee shop. But we ran into Miss Aubrey Lawson, who was doing music at the festival last night. We kind of melted. We didn't stay for the whole thing, which I was a little bummed about because there were a lot of really great acts. But we did stay for Aubrey's performance, and she was doing the violin, and it was so lovely. So I want her to tell you a little bit about her music, so you guys can go check her out.
It was so hot. We were sweating on stage, but we had so much fun at the Homestead Freedom Festival. I am one half of a musical duo, Aubrey and Simon. We're on Instagram under that same name, Aubrey and Simon, and then his personal music page is under Simon Wood Music.
All right, you guys, check out Miss Aubrey. She really was wonderful. Give her some love. Thank you. Thanks.
This homestead has so much to do and to see. I don't think I even got to explore all of it, and I was blown away. I would love to come back to this location. It was so well thought out, so fun. There was something around every single corner. I can't even tell
Little
you how
rubber
many
ducky
cute,
race.
fun, motivational, and inspirational signs there were everywhere. It was seriously such
Beep
an
beep.
amazing location.
You're a very cute farmer.
So basically, the way that they are not moving anything for them.
Right.
But basically,
Obviously, the machine. But you're making money from the machine.
Good morning. We're out here at Southfork Homesteading Homestead Freedom Conference Festival, and I'm a blacksmith. We are making snakes today. Making little decorative snakes. They're the safe kind that don't bite.
That's awesome. Yeah.
There and a hummingbird like got in her face. She said that, well, it's on the red side. I got some serious issues.
What? Thanks again. Yep.
Morning.
Did you guys a sample?
a sample of the elderberries.
Do we need an elderberry sample? Okay. The King's Ridge elderberries.
These woodworking items were fantastic. My mom actually bought one of the bread knives and had it shipped to her because, TSA frowns on bringing knives through security. But I'll pop his website in the description because all of his stuff was incredible.
So just grab a nice little handful and evenly coat all of the sides. Now I'm just showing you guys straight salt today because this is the most basic, entry level, easiest, just salt. But you can cut this with up to 50-50 salt and sugar, and you can add any herbs and spices that you like. You can smoke this afterwards. Like, you can really have fun and make this unique, or you can do just plain salt. It's totally up to you. All right, you guys, that is it. That's a wrap. The whole weekend, it's over. It was amazing. I'm so honored that I was able to come to this event and participate. You guys were the best. It was so incredible to meet all of you, everybody who came up and said hi and shared a little bit of their stories and visited. You guys made my whole weekend. It was incredible just to be able to see your faces and talk to you in person. So thank you, everybody who came out and saw me at this event. It was wonderful. I had the best time. I hope I get to do more events like this. Truly, getting to see you guys and talk to you and have that connection, it's the best. It's my favorite part of sharing here, is getting to hear from you and getting to chat, and it's the best. So I'm going to wrap it up for the day. I'm gonna go and get some rest, cool down. It has been a scorcher today. And then we're heading home tomorrow. It's so long, Illinois, but it has been, like I said, an absolute blast. It has been an honor and a privilege to get to meet you guys and share this weekend with you. So thank you.